And if you are interested in it, want to know the prices or the market, the detailed products, you can contact with us. We are the manufacturer and we have our own factory. It's in Zhengzhou, in the center of China, in Henan province. You can come here and have a visit. Our factory is more than 40,000 square meters. It's very large, and there are many equipment that are waiting to be delivered. So you can come here and visit visit each equipment, that they are different of these raw materials and different details. For example, the furnace. What is a furnace built for? They can use the common raw material or use the stainless steel. And what's the configuration about? For example, you can choose the different furnace, choose the different feeding ways, choose a different condensing system, choose a different discharging system for the carbon black and other cool things. So, well, this is some brief introduction about our company and our equipment. Well, just if you are interested, just feel free to ask. And in the commonplace, it shows the WhatsApp and email and the website of our company. So you can just copy it and contact with us, or you can leave your telephone, leave your email to us, send a message to us privately, and then our sales manager will contact with you immediately. And well, we will use this PowerPoint to show more details of our our equipment, and it will show us how the whole line is designed, and the raw material, what raw material that this kind of equipment can recycle, and what the products we can get, and the profit analysis it will show us. And this is the content. It will show us our company's profile to link with us about the trust, to show us our power and the certificate. And this is the three kinds of the equipment that our company have. The batch type pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous and fully continuous waste tire with plastic pyrolysis plant. Well, this kind of have different advantages and structures we'll show you. And this is product use, what our product can use for, and how many profit we can get. The environmental protection system, the first step is this kind of introduction. While most of our customers will have are interested in this kind of system, because, well, in some places the policy of the environmental protection is very strict, and if you don't have this kind of system, you're not allowed to have this project. The client visit and certificate will also show us. Well, this is the company's profile. We are the Doing Group. The Henan Doing Environmental Protection Technology Company have been dedicated to the research and development of the large and medium-sized new renewable energy environmental protection equipment. It's just our waste tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment and distillation equipment, and a variety of waste recycling equipment for years. We are a professional manufacturing enterprise which gather development, design, production, sales, installation, and after-sales service in one. So we have our history for 13 years to 14 years. So we have our own team of the engineer, the sellers, and the international workers. So you can trust us because we have our own design team and the installation team and after sales team. Okay, and doing business scope involves waste tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment, grain and oil equipment as well. This is other equipment, the distillation equipment, distillation plant. You can get the flue oil from the pyrolysis plant, and then after the distillation plant, you can get the diesel. And the diesel can use at further ways. For example, the generators, the ferry boat, or the agricultural machine, mining machine, this kind of places. And we have our own factory. It's located in Jiaozuo City. It's one of the city in Henan Province. And the factory covers an area over 40,000 square meters with mature production technology and professional sales, engineers and installation team through the unremitting technological innovation and following the market demand. We have installed machines in more than 90 countries around the world, including this kind of countries. So we have our customers in all the continent, and if you are interested and wanted to visit the factory of our own product factory and the client's factory, you're also welcomed. So for example, we are now in Asia, and we have our customers in China, in Malaysia, Pakistan, India, Thailand, and so on. And we also have our customers in Africa, Americas, Europe, and Oceania. You can have a visit about the client's factory, but you need to contact with us first, and we have an appointment. We need to have an appointment in advance to tell the customers that we will visit in which time and how many people. So just about in one word, you're welcome to visit. And this is some our office picture and the factory's picture. You can see this is our company, the office, and this is our factory, our employees. Okay, and next is three kinds of the equipment that our company have. The batch type and semi-continuous and fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Some background, well, as we all know, the waste things is very strict, and with the rapid development of the world automobile industry and the transportation industry, the demand of various tires is increasing day by day. But on the other hand, the black pollution from the waste tire also becomes more and more serious. So this is some customers will ask us where I can get this tire from. Well, this tire, just that is said, you can get plenty of the tires because we have the transportation industry is very high. It's very popular, and you can get. We have the waste tire every day. So, hi, good morning, or good afternoon, good night in your place. Well, can you speak English? I'm not sure what are you asking for. Okay, and this is some other backgrounds. Well, our raw materials can also be the waste tire and waste plastic, and the oil sludge or the coal tar residue. This is kind of the black pollution, and this is the government policy for waste tire recycling. This is a policy in China. Oh, it means hi in your culture. Okay, hi, good morning. Okay, and let's go on. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Okay, and this is the some policy in our government in China, and it shows that this encourage this waste plastic, waste rubber, waste PCB board, or the waste electric products, waste this tire to recycle. This is also the government this policy in China about the waste tire and some other waste. It is encouraged to have this kind of equipment. And in China, because we have three kind of the projects, three kind of the equipment: the batch type pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous and fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, the fully, thank you. And well, the fully continuous and the semi-continuous are encouraged in Chinese government. Well, because it's more environmental friendly. The pollution of this kind of environment of this continuous plant is much more less about the pollution. So in China nowadays, more and more clients will choose this continuous plant. Okay, this is also our government. You can have a translation about use this app. And this is about the solution, and this is how our equipment design. You can have a look first. Just any questions you want to know, you can contact with us about using the email or the WhatsApp or the telephone or the WeChat. If you have this WeChat, you can just contact with us and know more details about the market and the detail of the equipment. Or if you want if you have some raw materials about this waste, you can leave the message to us privately to show the raw materials and the capacity you want to have. So this is a solution. Waste tire recycling through pyrolysis is acknowledged the most effective way for waste tire management. Well, we can we got this tire, the whole tire, we can put it in this pyrolysis reactor, and after the high temperature, we can get this oil gas. We can get the flue gas from it. Then it will through this condensing system to condense it into the oil. This is one of the main products we can get. And we can also get the carbon black and the steel wire from it, from the waste tire. This is other kind of products. Then this is the syngas. The syngas we can recycle it immediately. Then we can just pump it into the reactor as a heating energy, so it will much more heat about our heating energy, like the natural gas, like the coal or the wood. Okay, this is a 3D picture of us. This is a batch type pyrolysis plant. It will show it clearly that how that work. And well, this is 6 main products. Like this is a feeding system. We can use different ways through different raw materials. Like if your material is a waste tire, you can use auto feeder, or you can throw it directly by the workers. And if your material is the oil sludge, for example, then you can use the oil pump. Or if your raw material, like if you use the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, then we need to process the whole tire to the tire rubber powder. Then we can use the winch to put it into the whole reactor. And this is a pyrolysis product. By this, it is in the temperature of 200 to 400, And in this temperature, well, it's due to different kind of materials. And if your material is a plastic, we can get the flue gas in 180 degree. And if your material is oil sludge, for example, then the temperature will much more higher, to more than 400 degree. And we will have different design. For example, if your raw material is a hazardous waste, like the oil sludge, coal tar sludge, then our furnace will be designed into this stainless steel. So okay, and let's go on. And this is the condensing system. We have 7 condensers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 condensers. This is a condensing system. Okay, and in this project, we can get the oil. The gas will through this 7 condensers, and the oil will temporarily stand here. This is the oil tank. Then this is one of the products we can get from here. Then so what is this and the other products used for? Just as I said before, this syngas, we can recycle it directly, and by using this kind of project, this is our patent project, we can have a purification of the syngas, because it will have some bad smell in it. If we burn it directly, it will have some pollution about this work house and environment. So we have this patent to purify the bad smell and the syngas. Then when it can return to the reactor at the heating energy. And if your equipment is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, and we only need 8 hours to use our own heating energy, like the natural gas or the flue oil or the crude to heat, and the next 45 to 60 days, we only need the syngas, or you can call it the tail gas, to have a combustion of this reactor. Okay, and this is the gas removal system, or the removal system, or and also we have other product. It's the carbon black. The carbon black, it also has a very high heating energy, more than 7,000 kcal. So we can sell it directly and replace, or you can replace the coal to heat, or it can be in a raw material of the paint or the rubber. So we can just do that in these places. And this is the discharging system of the carbon black. By discharge the carbon black, we can use a different way. You can use this side behind the feeding doors to discharge, or this is a side slag, or this is the you can use the outlet door to this slag. Different design have different advantages. For example, in this product shows is a side slag. It has very high efficiency because it have 2 slag doors. So we can rotate in this furnace and slag it directly. Well, we can see it is we'll have an underground storage. We can have a store room. Then the carbon black won't have dust, or you can say won't have a pollution about this plant. Compared with this in front of this feeding doors or the outlet doors to the slag, it will have some dust, which is not being prevent. But if you use the side slag, we can just solve this problem of this dust pollution. But if you use this feeding door to slag, it's much more cheaper, or the design is more easy. But you can use the worker or the slagging winch to slag. But if you use the side slag, it will have some safety problems, and it will have a very high standard of these workers. And this is the wind conveying system. It's used to convey the carbon black? Well, you can see this is a storeroom underground, and we can use this wind conveying system to convey it into the carbon black production system, carbon black production plant. And we also have the gas purification system, or you can say the desulfurization system or purification system tower. This is because the only pollution our equipment have is the air pollution. We have some gas to need to release, so we have this desulfurization system. So you can reach the standard of the policy and the region. Well, in some places it's very strict. For example, in China, if you have this product, you need to reach to the standard and to have some certificate and license. It's very strict, and it's not very easy to have this kind of allowances. So we have our strict purification system or desulfurization system, and in different province the policy is kind of different. So we have many kind of equipment to reach to different policies. Well, in other countries, well, in other continents, for example, in Africa, in America, and Asia, well, the policy is different in different countries. So you can just type your country or type your city in the common place. Then our sales manager will give you an introduction about your policy. It's strict to have this alliances, to have this allowances or the license to have this project. This is a semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, the batch type pyrolysis plant, the advantage of it is almost all the raw material that can get the flue oil, you can use this kind of batch type pyrolysis plant. All these kinds of things like the tire, like the plastic, or the carbon black, or the oil sludge, the coal tar sludge, or the aluminium plastic, can use a batch type. But if you use the semi-continue and the fully continue, some of the raw material is not suitable for this, because we need to have this machine work to feed and to pyrolysis and to slag at the same time, and the raw material, the block can't be very big. So we need, if your raw material is a tire, we need to shred it into the carbon black, then we can feed it. The capacity, by the way, the batch type pyrolysis plant, the capacity is from 10 tons to 15 tons. Most of our clients will show the 12 tons or 15 tons. And the semi-continuous capacity is much more bigger. You can have the 10 tons, 12 tons, 15 tons, and 20 tons per day. This is a capacity. Well, the difference between the semi-continue and the batch type pyrolysis plant is we can discharge the carbon black, or the kind of coal at the very high heating energy. So we just don't need to waste of the time to cool down the reactor and to have this discharge, to use this kind of project to waste of time for hours. This is the advantages of the semi-continuous. Okay, and the fully continuous advantage is much more, we have much more advantages. Well, the capacity is much more bigger. It has 50 tons per day, and also have 20 tons, 30 tons, 40 tons. It can choose at your will, and most of our clients will choose the 50 tons If your capacity is much more bigger, you can choose this one. The fully continuous can why it calls fully continuous, that is because it can work 24 hours without stop and can work 45 to 60 days. We can discharge and feed and pyrolysis at the same time. This is some raw material. You can have a look first, and any questions, just contact with us. So you can see there are different kinds of the raw material that you can also use this pyrolysis machine. The common material like the tire or the plastic, the helmet, the shoes, the tube, the medical waste. Due to the reasonable appliance of pyrolysis technology, our waste pyrolysis plant can effectively convert waste tire into oil gas, non-condensable gas, and through high temperature cracking and heating. After that, the oil and gas is condensed into the liquefied oil through a cooling system. Non-condensing gas, or just we call it syngas or tail gas, can be directly recovered and used for heating the pyrolysis reactor. This tire pyrolysis oil can replace diesel fuel for industrial heating, such as brick factory, cement factory, or the steel mill. This is some details, and if you want to know this kind of design, you can contact with our engineer. This is some picture of it. It's very similar than with the 3D video, pyrolysis equipment, condensing system, and other. Just we can't see, but we also have the self-radiation system, discharging system. This is a this is a vacuum device to prevent we have some sudden explosion when we open the feeding doors. Also, this is equipment in North Africa, I guess, in South Africa. Well, the color you can change, and the pyrolysis system, the condensing system, and all the removal system. Some delivered picture. We have our corporation's company of the delivery and installation. You can say this is a name. This is the name of our company, the same as this, Dongying, and in Chinese is doing. In English is doing. In Chinese it's called Dongying. So some clients say we have a nice name because pronounce is similar than the Chinese name. This is our own workers and engineer. The client factory, because the capacity is much more bigger, so you can have many lines. This customer chose the 4 line of the batch type. The combustion system is underground. You can see here, you can see it clearly. And this is the feeding doors. This is a fully continuous pyrolysis plant in Chongqing in China. It's not clearly, but the furnace or the reactor of the fully continuous is much more longer, 26 meters, and it has 2 sections. Yeah, you can see it here. Compared with the batch type, it's much more longer, and this is 2 sections. It will have a temperature resistant tube in it to have a resistant. This is a generator to rotate the furnace in it, and outside is an insulation canning to prevent the release of the gas and to protect the temperature of it. We can save our heating energy. And this is the burner, the syngas burner, and the burner to burn the flue oil or the natural gas. This is a gas. It will link with our that's really big project. Yeah, it is a whole line and a mature line to process the waste tire into the waste tire or the waste plastic into the flue oil. It's a very mature system, and the first this rows is the pyrolysis or cracking system, and we have the condensing system to condense the flue oil to the oil, the liquid oil, and then we have the discharging system to discharge the carbon black. This is also our main product, and we have the sulfurization system to purify the gas we release. And this is also a fully continuous pyrolysis plant, one of the main equipment. And this is a government in Brazil. Well, you are also welcome to visit if you want to have no more details about this projection. We have our customers in all continents, and you can have a visit whenever you want to visit in China, to visit our own factory, to have to know more, to have a communication with our sales manager and engineer, or you can have a visit to our client's factory. We have our fully continuous pyrolysis plant in, for example, in Brazil, in Russia, in America, and I guess in Pakistan. So you're also welcome. And batch type, most of our customers will choose the batch type pyrolysis plant. This is a batch type. The furnace or the reactor is shorter than the fully continuous. You can see that. So if you want to contact with us, just leave your message to us, and our sales manager will give you an introduction about the market, the quotation, and the analysis of the profit. This is end products. The pyrolysis flue oil, a kind of very good heating flue with more than 10,000 kcal each kilogram. Which is much more higher than the coal. It can replace the coal, and the carbon black can also replace the coal to use as heating energy. And the carbon black is also a solid fuel. It can be used for modified liquid flue production. And it can also be a raw material of the rubber, the tire, and the paint. Just the paint we draw it. The paint. Steel wire. This is also a main product from the waste tire. It contains high-grade steel. It is used for further production of the metal. And the pyrolysis flue oil, the main products we get, you may ask what can we use for? It can use it has, just as I say, it has very high heating energy. Can use at a cement factory, a steel mill, brick factory, glass factory, and so on. So many factories will use this kind of flue oil, and you don't need to worry about I have no places to sell it. And we can also have a refining of the oil, and you can use the distillation equipment. Then we can get the diesel from the flue oil or other oil like the waste engine oil. This is the distillation, the refining equipment. Then we can get the diesel. It can use at the track, the generators, the ferry boat, or the agricultural machine, the mining machine. Or for example, the agricultural machine, some of our clients, many of our clients in America or in Australia, there are many farmers in it and have many of the farms very large, and they will buy this the pyrolysis unit. The capacity is much more smaller. For example, 500 kilogram, 100 kilogram, and it is used by themselves, not to get profit. Then they can get the diesel and use their own agricultural machine. Refining to diesel and use for generators, machinery, and vehicles, okay, and such as agricultural machine and heavy duty truck. Carbon black, it can be processed into pellets for industrial heating. This is to process into the pellets, and it can also use at the paint or the rubber, high value as high as the coal. It have more than 7,000 kcal each kilogram. Okay, and the further refining of the carbon black, okay, to the mesh number of the carbon black, it is used for different industries: carbon, ink, pigments, PVC pipes, bitters, or the paint. Steel wire, you can solder it directly to steel paints for smelting or scrap recycling stations. Environmental protection. Sorry, and you can have a look at this. This is the pollution that we can see in some industry, most of our industry, and well, our equipment only have the air pollution, the smoke or the air pollution, and other pollution. Let's see one by one. Why we don't have this kind of pollution? You can have a look. I'm sorry, there are some problems of the website. For example, we don't have the air pollution. We have two tanks. We have two pools with the water. One is the cooling water, because just that we showed it before, we have the condensing system and their water recycling it. So this is all recycled. We pump it. We use the water pump to pump the water in the pool into the condensing system, and after it condenses, it will return to the water pool. Water used in the whole recycling system is divided into two parts. One part is the cooling water for cooling down the hot oil gas, and it is circulating. The water in is the same as the water out, so there is no any pollution. And the water in is as same as the water out. I have some. My tan is not perfect. The other part is the resin water to remove the sulfur or for example, the dust or the sulfur dioxide in it, which is also circulating and no need to discharge it, but add it gradually with its evaporating. so we don't have the waste of the water. And the air pollution, we only need to have intention about this air pollution because when we burn it, we will have some gas release, and we have our purification system, desulfurization system to reach to the standard of different regions about the released gas. Water film gas from where use high pressure hydraulic pump to press water into the high pressure nose, which will clean the smoke from furnace. You can see this is the principle of it. And this is the tower, the desulfurization tower, to purify the sulfur dioxide and other dust. It is a high truth. So this is kind of design is much more expensive, but the effect is much more better. High choice of the flue gas treatment, acid resistant and corrosion resistant because it's glass and it's corrosion resistant. Materials, ceramic filters. There are ceramic filters to ensure the gas will have a touch with the water in it. The treated gas can fully meet the natural emission requirement standard. And this is some principle of it. You can have a look. Our engineer will have an introduction. If you don't know more this clearly, our manager and engineer will give you an introduction. Some data of it of our purification system, and we have different design. Just we can just talk it one by one to one. Okay, and you can see that this is an insulation canning, and all the furnace is in it. It have a seal design, so there's no gas release when the burner is heating. So this is fully covered insulation canning, and some of the company or the use of this population design is a semi-covered insulation canning. You can see the outing doors is here, and use of the outing doors is here. It's covered this kind of place. So they will have a problem is that the burning gas will release and we have some pollution. No bad smell. Well, the gas, the tail gas, the same gas can return to the reactor by this auto removal system. Then we don't have pollution. Tail gas auto removal device can effectively purify the flammable incandescent tail gas before the gas recycled to furnace as heating flue, which can guarantee no pollution from tail gas burning. You can see this is a filter tank. The middle of this is the filter tank, and this is a buffer tank to slow down the speed of the tail gas and to ensure it have efficiency purified. And this is a water seal. Heating device, safety device to prevent it return to the device before. No dust pollution. If your discharging waste is a side slack, and we can have this in underground design to store the carbon black and to convey it underground at the same time. In our design, carbon black is discharged under completely sealed condition so that the carbon black powder and dust will not fly out, which is avoid dust pollution to great extent. Noise pollution. It is less than 500 dB. Okay, and some emission data. I can say it clearly. Some sulfur dioxide data or other data, or the non-hydrocarbon. Well, this is kind of data. If you can't see it clearly, just you can contact with us, and our sales manager will give you more data or more information about our equipment. And then, there's also some data. If you want this PowerPoint, we can send it privately to you. Okay, and this is some certificate in Europe Union or in China or other continent. Some of our clients come here to come to our factory. This is a factory's picture, and here is the factory. It shows us the furnace. We have our clients in almost each continent. You can have a check. If it is not clearly, is the flue can use in diesel car? No, it can't use. But you can have in distillation equipment, and the flue oil you can use that the diesel generator or the agricultural machine, the mining machine, or the ferry. Can't reach to the standards to use at the car, but you can use at the ferry boat or the other huge machinery you can see here. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not very clear. Okay, refining to diesel and used for generator machinery and the ferry boat or the heavy trucks. If you want to have the details, you can contact with our sales manager to show you more details or the using area of our full oil, flue oil or the diesel. Okay, and let's go on. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Then in our comment place, we have our WhatsApp or email. You can contact with us directly. Hi. Welcome our new friends. Hello, anything I can help? This is some pictures of our clients. It shows is the batch type pyrolysis plant. The capacity is 15 tons. You can get the raw material is a waste tire, plastic, and the oil sludge. Then we can get the flue oil from it, and by using the distillation equipment, we can get the diesel and can use that the large machinery or the generator. some certificate in this is in Europe and in China. Some 3D pictures. Oh, we will have the 3D video. It's more clearly. You can see that. This is our video designed by our engineer. No, it's not this. Wait a minute. This is a fully continuous and a mature design. The pyrolysis equipment, discharging equipment, and condensing system to condense COU, and the desulfurization system purify the gas we will release and emission. So any details you want to know, just feel free to ask or contact with us, and we will talk privately. Because the live show will have an end in 5 minutes. So just any things you want to know more, we can contact privately by the WhatsApp or email or the telephone. This is a pyrolysis product. The raw material cracked it in high temperature, then we can get the flue gas, and the flue gas will condense in the condensing system. Then we can get the liquid oil. The flue oil you can use at the cement factory or bricks factory, steel mile to have to use it at a heating energy. Okay, and well, this is the commonplace shows us is the WhatsApp and the email and the website of us. We are the doing company. Just you are so welcomed to contact with us to know more details. And the 3D video shows us is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. It have a larger capacity and more environmental friendly, and have a very mature design. Have the PLC system, the automatic system. So welcomed. We are the doing group in China. You can have a visit of our own company and factory. We have our own factory that's more than 40,000 square meters. So you can just come here and see our design of the equipment, and you can just leave your raw material and leave your places you want to have this project to us. Where is your factory? Our factory is also in China, next to our office place in Jiaozuo city in Henan province. You can come here. It's very convenient to by train or the high-speed train here. Then our manager will come here. Will take you to our office, to our company, to have an introduction about the equipment and have a communication. Then we'll come to the factory by car. We'll go to the factory by car. Henan, yeah, wow, I can type it. It will take 30 minutes to drive it to our factory from our company. And it is more than 40,000 square meters, very large. So if you're interested, you can come to our factory. Oh wow, I will have some monitor of our factory. You can have a look. I'm not sure whether I can find it, but I will try. So if you're interested to come here, you can contact with us. It's very surprised that you can type it in Chinese. You can see this is a monitor right now of our factory. This is the batch type pyrolysis plant. And we also have some other camera. Wait a minute. It will due to different capacity. For example, we have the batch type of 15 tons, or the fully continuous is 50 tons. For example, the 50 tons of one line, 50 tons, it will occupy 700 square meters. And one batch type of 15 tons, almost 250 to 300 square meters. Yes, depends on the configuration. A small size, most of you choose if you want a small size is 15 tons or 10 tons of the batch type or the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. It will occupy 200 to 300 square meters. And we also have this, for example, the 100 kilogram or 200 kilogram. It is much more smaller. Yes, it will due to your different scale and the configurations, because we have different the feeding design will depend on your raw material, by the oil pump or use the auto feeder, or you just use a worker. And the pyrolysis equipment, this pyrolysis project, you use the different capacity, 15 tons or 50 tons, and the condensing system. Well, this is the water tank and the tube tank. And the tube tank will occupy more area. And if you use the water tank condensing system, it's much more limited of your area of a room. Okay, and this is just and also the desulfurization system. It will reach to different standard because the policy is different of the released gas. Okay, and any questions you have, just you can ask. And if no more questions, we will end today's live show. Okay, then no more questions. You can contact with us, and it's time to say goodbye. We have the WhatsApp and email and telephone. You can contact with us. Bye. Okay, thank you for today's watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.